Broads Media.
You just got fucking shit kicked. There's a difference between losing a game and then flat out pitched. You know how we always agree the Super Bowl finished 40-6? 13-3. 13-3. That was a fucking murder scene. This was the biggest game of the season. Bryce! Unacceptable. There's no other way to explain it. Orange gloves, black, blue, and orange cleats. Let's focus on the game. You could have blew this wide open. Instead, only 3-0. With Senga begging for you to take a 8-0 lead, 7-0 lead. Yo, boom. One, shut your mouth. Shut up. I don't care if it's a reasonable thing to come. Shut up. And work on running. You are the slowest piece of... By the way, the play at third base. Is it possible that a really good glove makes the play? Was it difficult? Was there a hop? No doubt about it. All I'm asking is to make a spectacular defensive play, and maybe things can change. I can't get over him not scoring when on the bases and getting held up by Dusty, because the last time they attempted it, he was thrown out by, 80,000 miles! Sanchez. I don't know yet how to feel, because on one side, he's way better than that. And when you get 2 outs in the inning, you twist your ankle on a weird balk, the ball starts going to the backstop, and then you flat out blow up. And you are significantly better than what you put on the diamond today. Here's the flip side. People assume that you can replace Zack Wheeler nonchalantly. There's a reason why there are only a few Zack Wheelers in the league. It's not common. What if we aren't being fair to the reality of the moment and the greatness and the eliteness of guys like Zack Wheeler? Is it too much too soon to take that leap? This isn't even the playoffs yet. And we even need you to get through the 6 and grind if it is ugly. I have no issue with Rob Thompson putting Sanchez back in there. If you say on one side of your mouth, superstar, ace, Cy Young caliber, you don't take those guys out of the game. They are built for the bright lights. They are built for the big game. That's your guy. That's your number one top dog. Go get us a win. Go get us another inning. Because the alternative, who do you think goes in 6th innings? Joe Ross. Did you have fun watching Joe Ross? Hidden guys, Romano. It's organizational malpractice to have this guy on the roster. 8.5 plus ERA. It's August 24th. Are you fucking sick? Are you sick to have this guy still on the roster? It's impossible. I don't like that Rob ever uses him, but that's the roster. That's the role. That's when you use a guy like Romano. I don't know what to tell you. That's why you asked Sanchez to go back in the damn game. So you don't have to use these guys. But he wasn't good enough. So you have to use them anyway. But it's worth the shot to try to not to use them. I got people flooding flooding my mentions. Rob Guy now? I don't know what you want Rob to do. Your superstar first baseman can't play defense, is focusing way too much on his shoes and missing drivable pitches to blow the game wide open, and Sanchez failed. That's why you lost the game. Your superstar on both sides of the field. Pitching, hitting. Come on, man. That's where the game is lost. That's embarrassing. The Mets suck. That is a bad baseball team. And they annihilated you. Like, that's how you showed up? That is insane. That's how you showed up to the ballpark. That's the effort. And by the way, you're getting beat up by the bottom of their lineup. Lindor can't sniff the baseball. So how are you losing to the trash men? I love the trash men. Don't know why I even said that. I got good trash men around here. What? But the bottom of the lineup. Yet, when your bottom of the lineup gets on, Bader, Stott, Trey, nothing. Kyle, nothing. Bryce, nothing. And Trey with that triple, please. He should have been out, a pitch before that? Not good enough for the day. Not good enough for the day. It's unreal. I got this text from a buddy of mine. All you got to do is avoid the Mets. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't overdo this. Don't react too harshly. Oh, I think you sent that to the wrong fucking person. But hear me out. All jokes aside, if your team has to watch out for the Mets, you're not the team you think you are. The Mets? The Mets. A kind of wild card-ish team that has absolutely flopped for the last 2+ months. That team you can't beat. Then shame on you. You're not the team you think you are. And for everyone who believes that sometimes this fan base goes overboard with this group, how do you feel on a night like this? Because they haven't allowed 10+ runs in a game since late June. So you may think, right, exactly, bros. They were due. And I reply, oh, okay. So they're due going to Queens, where they got swept the last time they played, in a division race, almost September, when you're up 7 games and you could put the Mets in their grave. That's when you ironically happen to have your bad day? Or there's a reason why the bad day happened now. Because all their failures, all their offensive woes, all their fundamentally flawed defensive pieces of crap that I see every day, it's almost like that's why they get nuked. And guess what? This is with a game where the Mets had their ugliness too. What happens if you play a team that is way more crisp? Because here's the news. There are teams that are way, way, way better than anything the Mets throw out there. But if Juan Soto's not throwing the ball around the diamond and giving you extra bags, giving you extra feet, if you don't have a dive out in, left center field-ish or center field-ish to start the game for Trey to go to the third base bag, that was them handing the game to you on a silver platter. Hell, I tweeted out, this is going to be easy with snoring emojis. And I truthfully thought, I said, wow, they're really just going to do it, huh? Yeah, and this Mets team is going to fall and collapse and be the losers that they are, huh? Well, they really are dead, huh? Senga has no shot, huh? Are you kidding me? It should have been worse if Kepler didn't make the robbing of the home run catch at the wall. Was that going there? I don't know. I stopped paying attention to that. It makes me so aggravated that this is where you get beat up. This felt more than just taking the first punch. You can lose a game. Now, I wouldn't be happy, and I would be angry. But if you lose a baseball game 4-3, and it's just a good battle of baseball, and there's 2 more games to go, fine. But you let the Mets do nasty things to you, dirty, dirty, nasty, despicable things to you. You just let them. Man, that was disrespectful. And you just took it? You did nothing about it? Oh, what, Joe Ross beaming someone? Okay, guess what? Based off of what I saw when this team met Atlanta this year, and who was it? Spencer Strider throws at Bryce. If the Mets retaliate, here's going to be everybody in the dugout. Oh, what's that? Oh, we're in a brawl? And then somewhere Jose Alvarado shooting up PEDs in the back. It's unreal. It's unreal. So I am so mad at the players for just not being ready, for not living up to the moment, for not having a killer attitude the first 3 innings. I'm sorry. That's where this game was lost. Were there a few little things not going to Romano? Sure. That's why you ask Christopher Sanchez to go deeper. And, by the way, the snowball effect of the Nationals hanging into games and keeping them involved and allowing them to fight back late and not separating yourself from them. Well, there's a domino effect on bullpen usage that maybe could have played a role in why you were even as desperate as you were in the 6th inning. I don't get using Romano, but that is an organizational malpractice decision that goes up above Rob Thompson. And at some point, like, if this is the team you're handed, I mean, I don't like it. I hate it. Romano sniffing a 9 ERA. I got a buddy who lives up in Toronto. Oh, no. He lives in Calgary, but he lives up in Canada. He's a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays. This dude, we talk occasionally. He hit me up specifically asking what the hell happened with Jordan Romano. Nobody would ever know in a million years what's up with Jordan Romano, a random-ass relief pitcher from the Toronto Blue Jays fan. It's that bad. I'm just letting you know. What I'm trying to tell you is it's so bad for Jordan Romano that a team in the American League and the Toronto Blue Jays, who has a nice record, are aware of how disastrous it is because the dude is sniffing a 9 ERA with about a month and change to go in the regular season. That isn't real. That isn't a thing. Nobody survives that length of time. That means your ass is gone and you don't put on a uniform and you don't pitch and you don't show up to a ballpark because your ass is essentially fired because you suck at your job. Okay? So how is he still on this roster? How is Dave Dombrowski looking at him as any sort of arm ever? That's crazy. Just crazy. Unless it goes back to the Bills. Kepler's still here too. The 2 guys that have clearly, not even close, lived up to what they were supposed to be and got paid a nice chunk of change. Still here. Still here. So it looks like a common trend throughout. I'll tell you what I need right now. I need something to mellow me out where I can just chill, relax, and that's why the second this show is over, I'm going out back and I'm smoking myself an Emilio cigar. I need it. All right. It helps me relax and it tastes so beautiful, and it's the only cigar to smoke. It is locally owned, 3rd generation, made at the Fabrica Oveja Negra in Nicaragua. Old school roots, new school attitude. And what if I told you that you can go to the link down below in the description, utilize promo code BROADS10 for 10% off your purchase. It is a no-brainer. If you are a cigar smoker, and if you know this baseball team is painful, and you know it's going to be constantly hell every time you watch them, and you just want to relax on a summer night and go out back and hear the sounds and get away from bad baseball and just puff on something that is so amazing, you won't even understand what to do because it's so damn good. Make sure you check out Emilio Cigars and join the Emilio Cigar family today. Bro's 10% off. 10% off. Have I talked enough about Christopher Sanchez and how much that was a flop? He's kicking trash cans and he's getting mad. Again, just like anything, there's two ways to look at this, and only time will tell us which one's real. Even he cracked, and we saw a sign of him that we haven't seen. He has the Zack Wheeler effect, right? Zack Wheeler doesn't normally give you a ton of pop, give you a ton of juice. He's just Zack Wheeler. His effort is elite, but he's got a demeanor about him. And Sanchez has sort of been that Sanchez light. You don't see him very much get out of the cool, calm, collected feel. He's kicking trash cans and he's getting pissed. He's getting mad. I don't know with the balk, if there was a twisted ankle involved. And I haven't even paid attention to anything that's happened post-game. I didn't want to hear anybody's voice. They didn't deserve any more of my time. I'm looking for my phone just in case there's something that pops off from the manager or from one of the players. If there is, I'll probably just bite into it tomorrow, when reacting to the mess that happens tomorrow. But let me grab my phone here. Just in case there's something that could pour gasoline on the fire. 6-21 in their last 27 games at Citi Field. They just looked afraid to play there. That's from Jack Fritz. And, oh, man. And, now I got the same guy who said just avoid the Mets using that as leverage. I'm not sitting here saying this team's great. They just can't beat the Mets. If you can't beat the Mets, you suck. If you can't beat the Mets, you're a joke. If you can't beat the Mets, you're a disgrace. Such a joke, too, watching Bohm. He pisses me off. There's just something about him. I can't buy into it. Ew. Mike Gill. If I'm going to lose, I'd rather it be in this fashion. That's a disgusting take. I worked with Gill down at 97.3 ESPN in Atlantic City. That's a bad take. That's bad. How the hell can you ever think that's a real way to approach losing a baseball game? Don't you want to have respect? Don't you want to show some heart? Don't you want to show some passion to the damn game and show your fan base that you are willing to compete and fight and win this damn division and fuck up the Mets? Don't you want that to be the way you go about your business? And at least show pride. At least be proud to wear the logo. No, this is what you would want? It's a terrible take. Phillies lose their 8th straight. 13-3. It's unreal. Topper blame, more Topper blame, blaming Topper. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know many managers that are going to win games when this is the personnel to choose from. This is your bullpen, right? So put another manager in here. Christopher Sanchez stinks up the joint, and Bryce Harper fails miserably. Top of your lineup, nowhere even close to being productive enough. That's how you win. That's how you win. A managerial move might be able to cost you in, a 4-3 game, and you go to Romano in the 8th when there's 3 guys that are perfectly rested, and that's a managerial decision that is blasphemy and ridiculous, and you just rip the manager to shreds insanely. It's like, what? Why? What? Not this. You lost because of Bryce. You lost because of Sanchez. You lost because of Kyle. Kyle's been an MVP. Did Kyle Schwarber look like an MVP to you today? You don't have to overcomplicate this. Your guys didn't show up, and there is a world, as you can see with the Mets, if Lindor, for example, doesn't have it at the plate, can't find himself, is a little lost. Look at how the collective unit down at the bottom really picked them up. So there are ways to still win, even if your superstar doesn't superstar. But there's also nights where it falls like this. And you saw the way that Viento, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I wanted to throw up. Let's go to the phones. Let's take a listen to the people. I'm sure this is going to be PG.
Every time the Phillies play the Mets, they shit down their fucking legs. They are the better team. They had runners in scoring positions that they didn't capitalize. And now what? We're in the fifth, sixth inning here. Bryce just fucked Sanchez. Why would he not throw the ball to stop? What are we doing there? That was some Reese Hoskins first baseman play. This is ridiculous. This team is not going to do anything. God forbid. If they play this team in the playoffs, we're getting bounced. It's over.
I don't disagree with you. There's no way I can feel better than thinking they're going to get beat up by this team, and they don't have the balls. They don't have the balls to step up to a fraudulent Mets team. This Mets team, guys, they stink. They are a disaster. They're not good. This Mets team is not good. They're a wild card, very, 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 very fluky team. Very. If you actually saw what they were doing on a day-to-day basis over the last 3 months, they suck. The fact that they have your number like this means you can't work from ahead. And that's been one of my biggest issues since we go back to the core and the runs. When they are expected to be the better team, they don't know how. They don't know how. Every time they are the front runner, every time they are expected, every time they have the target on their back, they crumble. And that's not what winning organizations do. It's not what they do. So this is a prime example of why there was so much fear and there was so much hatred about the style of baseball that they play, because this pops in way too much. Now, to their credit, there are times like Seattle where they show you the opposite side. They aren't that enough. They are not that enough. And they are not that when we need them to be that. There's something about the tightness, the pressure, the air, okay? Something about the energy, the mojo, where you can feel it. They're overwhelmed. They were up 3-0. And it really could have been 6 or 7-0. They could have put this thing away early, and we could have relaxed on the recliner and put the feet up and maybe even mixed in a late night snooze while you're drinking a cup of coffee. Love that move. Drinking coffee around 7, 7:38, 8:30, or 9:15, a little 30-minute cat snooze. You go, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's 9-0 now. Okay, I must have missed a 2-run blast by Kyle, but it was 7 rip when I fell asleep and Senga got pulled, and the Mets fans were boo, 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 booing their faces off for 9 innings. That was so bad. That was so ugly. How does it happen? How does it do that? How did I know it would look that bad? I didn't know. I'm only saying that now. I didn't know. I didn't think it would be like this. Truth be told, I didn't see this. I actually thought the Phils might have been able to beat the Mets. Not because I believe in the Phils. It's because of how much I don't believe in the Mets. And a combination of understanding the Phils were playing good baseball. They were playing good baseball. But here we go. This is what happens when they don't show up. It's crazy.
Congratulations, Phillies. You probably just took the last ounce of hope that you probably gave a bunch of Phillies fans for the past couple of weeks and instantly shot it down. Instantly shot it down with the performance in this goddamn game. You go up 3-0. You fail to hit with runners in scoring position consistently. 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position against a pitcher that can't throw fucking strikes. You should have blown the game wide open in the goddamn first, second, and third inning, but nope, because your bats can't hit in those situations. That's the reason why this wasn't even a ball game. And then Christopher Sanchez shat his fucking pants the moment he allowed a base runner, the moment he slipped on the mound, the moment someone got on second base. He kept hiding his glove because he kept being afraid of somebody stealing his signs. I saw it every time somebody was on second base. He was hiding his glove. Then you got Bohm complaining about a stupid microphone in center field, all that fucking garbage. Here's another thing. Hey, Bryce, if you're going to wear Mets colors on your equipment to quote-unquote get in their heads and troll them, How about you actually show up when your fucking team needs you? How about you don't whiff at a pitch down the middle of the plate with 2 runners on base to strike out to end an inning right before the Mets come back and tie the fucking game? How about Kyle Schwarber? How about show up when your team fucking needs you and hit a bomb with base runners on instead of getting dinky groundouts that score runs? It's not enough. It's not enough. Christopher Sanchez, I'm sorry, you lost a lot of faith in me today because of how badly you shot the bed.
That's nice work. That's nice work. I co-sign everything you're saying. Yeah, the Bryce thing, that's like Pat Mahomes rocking the green or doing the funeral thing. You know, when the opponent who loses the big game, I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, yeah, you're wearing a midnight green this, or, you know, you're wearing a funeral this and thinking that you're going to the funeral. Oh, you're a clown. Well, come on, Bryce. If you are going to walk the walk, you got to talk the talk, or talk the talk, or walk the walk. I don't care. Do better than what the hell that was. Because you're right, that pitch right over the heart of the plate. You couldn't have begged or prayed for something more sexy than that. That was the pitch. That was the game. I really believe that. I think that was the game. I think right then and there, that's the difference in the Phillies winning this thing and being up 1 rip in the series, or absolutely making us feel like crap. And this is unacceptable. And it makes it way worse with the color stuff. Now, you know what? I don't know if I'm even harping on that enough. Because how many times was he saying, I'm the best. I'm one of the best in the league. I'm one of the greatest in the league. You know that, right? Remember one of his remarks after the game? He did that maybe 2 or 3 times in a couple weeks span, referencing his greatness. And we do believe Bryce is great. Do it then. It's not just about say, do it. Accomplish it. Show us what you mean. Because quite frankly, I forget. Because it's been that long. It's been a rough season. You had a blip. Time to bring that blip back. And I don't know what Sanchez is. His next start will tell us more. But if the next start is against some bum-ass team, then I don't care. I got to see him play in a game like this. Because there was a Twitter poll out there today from WIP, and it asked the question about, is this an important series, or is it just another 3 games? Now, anyone with a brain would understand that this is a big series. It's not just a regular season game. It's the Mets in a divisional race when we're 1 week away from September. No, it's not just the same as a series in May or a series in June. That's ludicrous. That's loser mentality. Might be a coping mechanism, knowing that they were going to piss all over themselves. But if he pitches again in this Brave series to a team that's 14 games under 500, that doesn't do anything for me. I need to see Sanchez in a high-pressured role in a big away game where you're uncomfortable. You have to pitch in an environment that is rough, that is toxic, where something might go wrong, and then you have to bounce back on the fly. There might be a delay because of something stupid going on with boom and lights. So until I see that, yeah, of course I lost faith. No doubt about it.
Rose. All right. Travis here from Virginia. Want you to know I love your show. Love everything that you do. And after this game, dude, fucking Jordan Romano. How this dude is on this team with an 8 ERA. 8 ERA. We're trotting him out there every game. For what purpose? I truly do not understand. You go to Citi Field where you've now lost 8 straight and you just give it up. Just absolutely go in there and let them just take you to town.
Yeah.
Embarrassing loss. Absolutely embarrassing. You sit down, you go up 3-0, you're like, all right, the boys are feeling it. They're ready to go. They're gonna do some things. They're gonna get out there, leave a little bit of meat on the bone, right? They might get it done though. That's okay. No, you go up 3-0. Chris forgets where the strike zone is. All of a sudden, our defense. What the fuck?
I don't know. Ask Bryce. Ask Bryce. Because he was the main culprit today. And for some reason, people like to shy away from the Bryce Harper storylines and ever putting blame on him. It's okay. If Joel Embiid had a wide open jump shot in the fourth quarter and missed the shot, you'd say, Joel Embiid, you got to make it. If it's the fourth quarter on a crucial 4th and 3 and Jalen Hurts has a wide open throw to Devontae Smith and he sails it out of bounds by 3 yards, you'd say, yo, Jalen, what are you doing? If Matvey Michkov has a wide open net on the power play and the puck comes right on his stick and there's a wide open net because the goalie can't go post to post fast enough and he straight up misses wide and then the other team goes down and scores on a odd man rush the other way. Matvey, you can't miss that open net. That's a goal. That puts the game away. Same applies to Bryce. People don't like to do it. And if Joel Embiid wore sneakers that were mocking the Boston Celtics because they were green and gold, if Michkov used tape that was the color of the Penguins on his stick, if Jalen Hurts wore red tape around his ankles, there would be some serious dialogue about it. There needs to be some serious dialogue about how bad Bryce Harper was today. And I don't hate Bryce. I love Bryce. I'm holding him accountable. If you'd ask Bryce Harper if that was good enough, you bet your ass he'd laugh. Didn't even need to give you a response. That pitch was the game. And he flat out missed it today. And you can't be missing those. That's the difference in winning or losing playoff games. If this was a playoff game, that pitch is the difference in winning or losing. I think that changes the whole entire trajectory of the game. I really do. While it seems like the Mets, every time they had someone in scoring position, here's a double, here's a hit in the gap, here's a single, here's this, here's a single to the right side, a single through Trey Turner's spot. It's unreal. Yeah, you can't do a damn thing with the top of your order up, yet they're doing a lot of damage with the bottom. It's ridiculous. All right, hopefully tomorrow's better. I'll tell you what is great, though, my lawn. And I can't thank Green Lawn Fertilizing enough. And right now, you got to get started with their fall recovery program. All right, so what it is one free application and 100% off aeration and seeding. And that is their new fall recovery program that is active and available for you. You can click the link down below in the description. It'll send you to their website. It'll have all the information there for you. It'll tell them that Brode sent you, and you start getting your aeration going. And I have mine next week. I'm super pumped up about it. So far, where my lawn is now and where it was when we first started, it's night and day. Still some work to do. There are a lot of different treatments involved with this. It doesn't happen overnight. But what makes Green Lawn Fertilizing so special is they really educate you and they communicate with you on the timeline of each treatment that they do. And when they come, it's like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is how long it's going to take. Then we'll be back on this date and we'll kill the weeds. And when we kill the weeds, and we can plan and help out some new grass, and then bang, 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 bang. It's so special. But with the aeration and seeding, that is available for you too. And that's hot and heavy in the streets. And now is the time to get started. So make sure you check the link down below in the description to get started with Green Lawn Fertilizing. And I hate this team. I hate this team. They make me so mad. We'll talk again tomorrow.